You can check this thing out. They found a tall log and somebody must have been watching Naked and Afraid, because you could stay right in there. Here's a little doorway. All those branches. They even went all the way down to, they tapered it all the way down to that like little peak. So you could sleep with your head up there. This is super cool. I love this. Whoever built it, hats off. And then here is the trail. Let's see if I can see it. Like the trail is right here and here, and then it goes down that way. Pretty darn cool. Just took a Nero in Lebanon, New Hampshire, and this is Velvet Rocks that I just climbed. And it's my first summit of New Hampshire. There's some crazy ones coming up. Keep you up to date on all that. Mount Washington goes over 6,000 feet. Moose Lock's coming up. That looks like it's a 20% grade all the way up Moose Lock. So imagine walking at 20% grade for, betcha, it's gonna be every bit of 3-4 hours. Big old mountain. So that's all there is to report for now. Still some nice weather. There's a frost warning for tonight still. So, and it's Memorial weekend in one day, and there's a frost. They're saying cover up plants. I think they say when the head of a snake is more oval and not diamond shaped, that it's not poisonous. So I'm gonna guess that this guy isn't gonna kill me in the woods. One last thing about these potential mud bogs, more or less, in Vermont, which I completely missed because of no rain, and now New Hampshire. If this could just stay dry, these are like, I don't know if you can see this, but it's just like, you know, it's got potential to be just like this big mud bog. You can tell people have trudged through it or made paths around it. Here's the path around it. Here is another bog. I mean, the trail goes right through it. This is all like mud. Like it could be just one big soaker walking through that normally. So again, I'm really happy that it hasn't rained. Here's another big one. You know, if there had been it hasn't rained in over 2 weeks. I don't want to jinx anything, but I mean, this could be, you can see right now it's a little bit, you know, saturated or whatever, but this could be, you know, horrible. So thanks to the rain gods, that's for sure. It might shave off a day or two. There's another one right there. This must have been a spring or something like that. A spring or a well for a homestead. It's like perfectly round on the edges. You can't really tell, but so that's there. And then I don't want to stay here too long, but there's like a stoop right there, and then back here is, I guess, where the house went. Anyway, there you go. It's about 5:30 Friday for the big weekend. Just getting in New Hampshire, super pretty. I noticed if they have boggy spots, they don't put any boards. You just have to negotiate it. Again, luckily it's dry. So I was looking over this meadow just now. It's just sort of really kind of a nice still morning, and I thought I heard this moose way in the background. And so I stopped to listen a little bit more, and I heard again, this moose again, and this time I actually felt it. It was my stomach. The tricks your mind plays on you. Moose Mountain, Southern Peak. So I can climb in New Hampshire. Pretty. I should know what river that is down there, but I do not. Naturally, that is all. It's Moose Mountain Shelter. That's what it looks like. It's cold. This is pretty nice shelter, actually. Not too bad. Got this pole to hang stuff on. I'd say 4 people comfortably, 2 people no sweat, 6 people if you're all hiking together. There's or if it's snowing, there's a fire pit. There's a privy down this loop trail still. And I like this little build out right here. Just a couple logs, triangle. I don't know, just a place to set stuff. Looks like somebody forgot their earphones. And then there's a little tiny bench right here. This is pretty cool. And wait, that's the view. Not the best view, but it's a view. Nice place to take a break. So there you go. Moose Mountain Shelter. And the thing I really like about this shelter is that somebody put this together where it's these logs around the fireplace. So you can sit so comfortably right there. It's a nice height, and then tend to a fire. Perfect. Look at this tree's choice of a home. Literally, its roots are just in a huge rock. That's where it grew for its whole life, really. Then it sent a bigger root right down, right here. It sent this big root in here. But that's crazy. It's just a solid rock. There's the base of the tree. It's all rock. There's the top. Oh, that is all. Check this out, the work of a beaver. There's a big beaver pond behind me. And then here's some clippings. Could be anything, right? And just wood chips. Find those in your backyard. And then look at the neat work. Here's the wood. Here's a pile of wood chips. But look at the neat work this beaver has done to this tree. I mean, that's some pretty precision work, boy. You know, and then he bit all this, and then he actually took it down to his size first. Amazing, just amazing. And then he must have hauled this part of the tree off to reinforce his dam. Good job, son. Good job, boy. First of all, you gotta understand that, and if you go off the edge of this makes me a little bit paranoid. Getting this, I'm gonna grab a bush actually behind me. Seriously. So if you go off this edge, I'll bet you that's 25 stories down there. I mean, really, oh man, I gotta back up. Okay, so anyway, but this is the view. Check that out, man. I've been working all morning to get up here. Holy cow. That is spectacular. I can see way this mountain. I can see is must be a ski resort because there's snow up there. I'm sure this will be the first of many. New Hampshire. Hoo-wee! That's a view. This is going to be the Trapper John shelter. There's a stealth spot right here that I'm going to take for tonight for sure. Nice and flat with a fire ring. No widowmakers. The cool thing about this shelter is look at this fireplace. It's an old fireplace from some old colonial homestead. Now, how insanely cool is that? Oh, and they've got some antiques on there. I gotta show you this. Okay, here's Trapper John shelter. Bang. This is your cabin. Take care of it. Kind of sweet. I say 2 people. Magic. Look at this damn. Oh, I'm staying outside the shelter tonight. Fireplace. I mean, can you imagine having this be the center of your home, the heart of your home, sitting here in front of this fireplace for, you know, sometimes you just wonder. Somebody had to build that a long time ago. So cool. So very, 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 very cool. And then, of course, I don't know. I'm sure that was found in the woods here. Nobody's going to put that in their backpack and carry it up here, along with these couple bottles, like a little hose, a pitchfork. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that's a milestone, but somebody thought it was important enough to actually create a finished stone, let's call it an obelisk, that says AT412. Gonna assume that's from Maine. And they have stuck it in a pile of rocks. It's cold today, it's damp. It was raining this morning. I got a little bit of a late start. So tomorrow it's supposed to be raining during the day, so I may even take, if I have to, a zero in the woods for the first time. I've never taken a zero in the woods, but just to stay out of the rain, I'll try to go to this next shelter, which is a hexagon shaped. And it's in about 10 miles. So it's got a little bit of a bite to it. There's no wind. This is the trail. And that is all. Look at this lookout. Look out. Ooh, it goes straight off there. That's the view from up here. So, you know, it's cool. I mean, I know from looking at my gut hook app is, I know I'm gonna have to go to the top of there for sure. So it's gonna go, hard to tell, but it's gonna go down this big valley and then we'll be going all the way up here. And I wonder if I'll be able to see this outcropping of stone. Like, I'll try to see if I can see this patch of stone from up. All the way up there. It's 1 o'clock and basically I've been climbing all day in. And they've got this, which is steeper than a ladder. I'm looking up and somebody's put, then there's a pile of rocks. And then right here, there's a row of rebar that's drilled in the side of the White Boulder face. I guess you'd never get up there. Super lucky. It's probably 40 foot down there. That's a cool big white boulder. Built this huge bridge over this river. It's the other side. Looks like I'd make a good swimming hole. Sunday morning, the 30th. Been climbing since 5 a.m. Look at this view here. I mean, there's mountains as far as you can see. I don't know if anybody else cares, but this is the biggest birch tree I've ever seen in my whole entire life. This guy right here. Up to this point, all the birch trees have been dead on the AT. They've all been just, I meant to show that before too, they've all been sort of over it. This guy is alive and kicking, boy. Look at how big I've never seen a birch tree this big. I know you're gonna think I'm some kind of freak now. There's my trekking pole, there's my hand. Look at how big this guy is. It's a birch tree. Wow. So it's still Memorial weekend, officially Monday morning. Yesterday it rained starting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I found a flat spot, found water, found a flat spot, pitched my tent, and just rode it out. Of course, with the rain brought another cold front, so here I am. So I've been in my tent since yesterday afternoon. It's probably about 8 o'clock. Rain finally stopped. I've got about a 6-mile hike, 7-mile hike to a hostel right at the base of, I knew I was gonna forget the name of this. It's the first like serious climb that that you have on the AT in New Hampshire. And the name of the mountain, well, you'll hear it 1,000 times coming up because I'll just say it over and over, so it doesn't really matter. Darn it. That's the one that goes above 4,000 feet. But if I can, I'll take a little video of this hostel. I might not say anything if there's people there. I might just do a walkthrough. So it's $30 a bunk, and there's a shower, and there's laundry, and I think there's like limited resupply, like a little bit of fuel and some snacks. It's perfect because I'll just fill my bag up and then go up and over that and then plan my next zero, which is probably going to be before the whites officially. So anyway, so far so good. I mean, New Hampshire's beautiful. Oh yeah, here you go. Here's what most of the birch trees look like on the AT. This is what all of them look like. There you go. It's just a sea of them. Really, they're all over the place. You know what happened to these guys? Long live that one. That's for sure. Long live the mighty birch. This is the Hiker's Welcome Hostel in New Hampshire, right before I go up and over Moose Lock. That's where I'm staying tonight. This is one of their bunkhouses. It's like a little sitting area. This is 30 bucks a night to stay here. And then they even have like this upstairs, but I don't think there's any lights up here yet. And that's what the upstairs looks like. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 people could sleep up here. Can you imagine? There you go.